What's going on, Sky Squad? We back in the building. Listen, the news is popping today. We got some news on Kandi and Nene. We got some news on Nene's new show. We got some news on another brand new show that is dropping in April from Bravo, from one of your favorite reality TV stars on the network, from the Real Housewives of Potomac, baby. We got a lot to cover today. First things first, let's take it on over to our friends over at the Neighborhood Talk. They posted this. Kandi is angry about this. Okay. Now, in an interview with Raquel Harper, aka Rock Topics on Instagram, please follow her if you guys haven't already done so. But Kandi is super upset about Nene allegedly calling her a coon. Okay. And indicates that it may be kind of indicative of jealousy of Kandi's relationship with Bravo, in that Kandi keeps on getting spinoffs. And Kandi asked the question, why does me having a show mean anything against her? And so when we go back in time, okay, let's rewind the time. Do you remember the time? When Nene and Kandi was beefing after the last season that Nene was on, it was actually kind of during the airing of the season when there was some talk about when Kandi was talking about how to get a spinoff, and she did a video on her channel. And from there, it just spiraled into this beef between her and Nene about who was getting a spinoff. Nene said some things about people continuously getting spinoffs. We didn't know if that was talking about Lisa Vanderpump, Kim Zolciak, or Kandi Burruss. A lot of people in the streets thought it was Kandi. And so, interestingly enough, this topic has come back up because, people do ask questions, and rightfully so, about things that have been popping off in the media. And one of those things that have been popping off was people were questioning whether or not, something that Nene had tweeted out was shade at Kandi's ratings for her show. And so now Kandi is responding to some of the things that it has been alleged that Nene has said, and one of those things being calling her a coon. Okay. And so, I guess that, it maybe it's an indication or an insinuation that Kandi is, shucking and a jiving for the network. Or it could just be that Kandi's easy to work with. Okay. I have told y'all time and time again, one of the biggest lessons that you can learn in the world of entertainment is this. And I will never forget it. My brief little stint in the modeling industry, trust me, it was short-lived because it was not for me. But the agency that I worked with, they said the first thing out their mouth was, they said, listen, when you get on that set, you go read a book off to the side, okay, sit down, be quiet, and then do what you are assigned to do. Do no less, and then get on out of there and collect your pay. They said there is nothing better than a person who is easy to work with. And that has stuck with me ever since. Trust and believe. You can have some of the most talented people out there, some of the best, most exciting people in the industry. But if your attitude is not where it needs to be, then people are not going to work with you. Now, that's not saying nothing about Nene's attitude. I'm just talking about Kandi's. From what it looks to me, Kandi look like she's easy to work with. So maybe that's the reason why she keep getting the spinoffs. I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all thoughts about this down in the comment section below. And the topic came up on this. Should we as Black people call another Black person that word? Let me know what y'all thoughts are down in the description down below. Okay. But speaking of the Nene, okay, we got a little bit more tea, okay, on this good show that Nene got coming out on the BET, okay. Now, when you look into it, The show is going to be titled at this point in time College Hill Celebrity Edition. Okay, we've talked about it before, and they're going to be kind of rebooting this series. It will be interesting to get some people who have been on the show previously to get their thoughts on this installment of it. Anyway, and they're going to join the black colleges and universities, HBCU, Texas Southern University, as students. So the full cast that we have right now is consisting of Nene Leakes, which we had talked about before, the Ray J, which we had talked about before, Lamar Odom, fresh off his stint from Celebrity Big Brother, Big Frida that we talked about before, Dream Doll, India Love, and I told you guys about Slim Thug the other day, but now we've also learned that Stacey Dash will be joining the ranks as well, okay? Now they're going to head back to class to expand their educational horizons. It's going to premiere actually very, very soon in the summer of 2022. So this is around the corner, y'all. Some about to be lit with shows. I don't know why, because honestly, I'm trying to be outside in the summertime. And the fact of the matter is, ain't really much on TV right now. They should have been doing these shows way back when so we could have something to watch on TV on a regular basis now. But I digress. Anyway, it's going to be an 8-episode series that will explore college life through a celebrity lens while showcasing the unique cultural and academic experience of HBCUs. Now, each of these cast members are going to be focused on higher education, whether or not they went to school before, if they didn't finish, or if they never had been before. Okay, so they're going to be enrolled with other students, going through everything, completing coursework and required internship, extra credit opportunities, group projects, and more. So the question is, who will take the lead on the group projects and who will pull the all-nighters and all that kind of stuff like that. What else did they say about it? They talk about, and I'm reading from blackfilm.com, the article that's out there. That's pretty much the gist of it. I really wanted to get to you guys the fact that it was going to be coming out this summer and that it was going to be a full 8 episodes. Let me know in the chatterization if you're going to be watching the show. I mean, personally, for me, I would have preferred, I don't know. I think 8 episodes is good, but I guess I was just thinking about Stacey Dash. The Stacey Dash of it all. I want to remember Stacey Dash from her Clueless days. Okay, I don't really want to remember Stacey Dash from recent years, because recent years Stacey Dash has been quite problematic. But if we can get pre-recent years Stacey Dash, aka Clueless Stacey Dash, then I might be here for it. But otherwise, she has been a problematic figure, and it'll be interesting to see her on this show. Okay. I wish that we could have gotten a Tammy Roman or something like that on the show too, because I feel like that would have just really turned it out. But anyway, we got to talk about the next thing on the docket, which is Karen Huger's brand new show. It was just announced. I believe TV Deets was one of the first people to really give this exclusive about this show coming out a couple of months ago, to be quite honest with you. But now Bravo, and remember I told y'all earlier today in a video from OMFG Reality TV, I said it was a post that said we weren't going to be getting Married to Medicine teaser, and we was not going to be getting a Real Housewives of Atlanta trailer yet, but we had something else that may tie us over until one of those 2 shows comes out. And so we're going to be getting Karen's Grand Dame reunion. Okay, now let me give you guys a synopsis of the show based on what the press release has put out. Okay, now it's going to be where Karen returns to her roots and to the place her ancestors settled. Okay, now they're going to say Karen Ray and her daughter Raven are going to reunite with her Wooden family members for a reunion of fun and family lineage. But it's not all cheerful. They're going to explore her family's beginnings, historic ledgers, and it's seeming to confirm that Karen's ancestors were slaves and listed as property in family documents, okay? They're going to learn about the family history, the future of the wooden farm, which was acquired by her ancestors who aimed to own property after years of slavery, creates a succession kind of esque influence, right? Or conflict. Succession, I guess, meaning the show. I'm assuming I don't watch that show. Anyway, apparently Karen's sister Val owns the farm, but the younger generation of the family, they want to take it over. Okay. Um, Aunt Val says we have family land that we could lose, and that's what I don't want. So we'll see basically them trying to maintain this land and figure out where to go next with the land. So apparently, this is going to be a two-part special that will air on April 17th at 8 p.m. on Bravo. So it looks to be like it will be a lead-in for Kandi's show. I would put this maybe, to be quite honest with you, first of all, shout out to the Grand Dame for getting a spinoff of this nature. I think that is quite amazing. And you guys can see some clips of the show here. Her daughter Raven does feature kind of heavily in this. We do see a lot of her family in the preview for the trailer. I mean, it's a full long preview, and it looks like another situation where we're going to be getting to know a good portion of Karen's family outside of what we had previously seen before. I want to know, let me know in the chatterization if you guys are going to be watching this. As you guys can see, it is billed as the Real Housewives of Potomac. And then under that, it's Karen's Grand Dame reunion, similar to how Portia's was listed as Real Housewives of Atlanta, Portia's Family Matters. A lot of these family shows coming out, it would have been interesting to see based on what this show is about. I would have liked to have seen this either in February during Black History Month, as it is a Black family who is trying to, figure out what to do with land that they have acquired, especially given the nature of the family history. Also, too, what I would have done personally, if it were me doing the scheduling, I would have scheduled this after the premiere of the new season of The Real Housewives of Potomac, because I feel like when you have a show like this that's a spinoff, you should use and capitalize the popularity of the parent show as the lead-in, so that this show has an even greater chance for success, similarly to what I would have done with Kandi's show, because I would have put this after the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And then while they're doing all of these things and structuring all of this, I would have placed Married to Medicine on right now, so that we would have some, I just felt like I would have scheduled Married to Medicine, new season. Then as that season was winding down, Real Housewives of Atlanta, Kandi and the Gang, then Potomac, and then Karen spinoff, to give each of these spinoffs an equal opportunity to be as successful as they could be. But of course, I ain't on the network team at this point in time, so I can't tell them how to schedule it. But hopefully somebody in the future will be listening, so that we can continue to make these shows a ratings success and give them the best possibility for succeeding. But I will tell you guys that it is definitely a good look for Karen to get her own spinoff at this point in time. And I think, congratulations are in order. And I hope and pray that she has some type of executive producer credit, because I think that as we learn more and more about these types of shows, ownership and clear involvement from a production standpoint is really the way to go. That's all the news that I have for you guys at this point in time. I cannot help that today the news keeps dropping. And as long as it keeps dropping, we're going to keep dropping these videos. Okay? I'm going to catch y'all in the next one.